I now recognize the gentleman from New Jersey, Mr. Norcross.
Thank you, Chairman, and witnesses for being here today. I'm entering my second decade on this subcommittee, and as Mr. Whitman just said, reoccurring issues, death by 1,000 cuts. We are not talking about anything new today, maybe outside of the labor issue that we weren't talking about 10 years ago. It's all there. In most major yards, you have commercial, military. Some are combined, some aren't. We have large and small ones, which we see here, and then you build and repair, going after what Rob Whitman talked about. The idea that we have lost our industrial base comes down to one issue. We offshored it. The commercial side is gone if it wasn't for the Jones Act. Jones Act said we have to have that industrial base, but it has not been enough. In the Philadelphia yard, right across the river from my district, we've seen where Hanway has come in, looking to immediately look to double what they're doing because they're doing very different than the old Acres yard. And then what they're doing is looking across the river, quite frankly, to my district, to look at the newest and heaviest roll-on, roll-off port with plenty of room to build what they're talking about. But it still comes down to, each of you said labor. The idea that we can't attract that next generation is a relatively simple thing to fix. I come from the building trades. We don't have any problem hiring electricians. You know why? Because we pay them well. You talked about what you used to pay them and what you pay them now. And then you look at the leadership of those yards, what they were paid years ago. They went different ways. This is the simplest thing to fix. Give the workers value that we care about what they do and pay them the right amount of money. It really is that simple. You can get the people if you treat them well and you pay them well and diversify that workforce. So let me go down the line here, starting with you, Dr. Seidel. Labor issues. Do you agree with the wage issue as being number one? If not, please tell me what the number one issue with labor is.
No, thank you, sir. I absolutely believe that the labor issue is the number one. And if you just think about what it means if you took the extreme case and we were paying 3 or 4x, people would absolutely show up in droves to work in this environment. It's a very purpose-driven life. Supporting the Navy, they'd be all about it.
Thank you, Dr. Lab.
Mr. Norcross, as my opening statement indicated, I completely agree. That is why I focused on it.
Ms. Oakley.
I completely agree and want to let you know that we have ongoing work looking at the shipbuilding trades workforce where we're hopefully going to get into more details on what can be done.
Mr. O'Rourke.
I see wages as one of the two chief issues, and the other is geographic distribution of the work. Federated shipbuilding can allow us to tap into regional labor markets across the country that are not already tapped out for their potential to generate people who would be interested in shipbuilding. So wages and geographic distribution.
So, Mr. Chairman, all four agree, all four agree. Pay the people what they're worth, and you can get them done on time. I yield back.